Time for the second level on my bookshelf here. Let's see how intriguing this is. Alright, fix your eyeballs on this. 100 Wicked Little Witch Stories. This is contemporary. This is late 90s, I believe, from my recollections. All doing with witches. So yeah, if you're into witches, every now and then, I'll be like, oh, I'm really into witches right now, so I'll read one of those. Alright, A Dictionary of Omens and Superstitions. This comes in really handy. This was first published, I believe, in the late 70s or early 80s. Great information there. A lot of stuff that you never hear about. Cults, Conspiracies, and Secret Societies. This was published in the 2000s. Got a lot of good info on this shit. So yeah, if you're into shit like that, secret societies and cults and superstitions and the occult, yeah, this is kind of like my section for that, but not really. And here's some more superstitious shit. The Complete Book of Astrology. About halfway through that. There's like so much shit to intake on that. The Token Companion. This is kind of like an encyclopedia for J.R.R. Tolkien, Middle-earth stuff. The Silmarillion, I finally got this on eBay like a few months ago to add to my Tolkien collection. So this is the run of Tolkien collections. He only published not too many Middle-earth books, and I pretty much have them all collected here. Unfinished Tales. That pretty much is self-explanatory. These are tales of Middle-earth that he didn't finish before he died. And his son, who's known for resurrecting and completing a lot of his his unfinished products for publishing, they kind of like finished it with a different author. The Two Towers. These are all the Lord of the Rings movies. The Return of the King. These kind of old printings too. This one's really old. The Fellowship of the Ring. And The Hobbit, of course, the classic. Another copy of Return of the King. Batman movie novelization, about 40% of the way through that. I'm not really that much of a Craig Shaw Gardner fan, but he's decent sometimes, but then he can be pretty jejune at other times. Tarot, you gotta have one. Everyone's gotta have an Eden Gray tarot book. Isaac Asimov, The Currents of Space. This guy wrote so many novels, it's unbelievable. So many science fiction books. It's incredible. And this is one of his better ones that I have in terms of covers. I'm not really a fan of his writing, though. Pebble in the Sky, another Isaac Asimov. Okay, get ready for a series of literary magazines in the shape of novels from the mid-70s here. These are Galaxy. If you've ever heard of these are science fiction collection of different short stories from the time, from some of the best and up-and-coming sci-fi writers. They had really great graphic covers, too. I'm going to show off the covers here. As you can see, I got about a dozen of them, so I'm just going to go through them. A lot of great space and spacecraft and fantasy artwork on these. This one's from February 1975. Here's one of my more favorite ones. It's almost kind of like a hellish deity coming out and trying to devour these people. The stories never lived up to the covers, though. I really haven't read these in a while. There was a phase where I was obsessed with 70s sci-fi literature. A few years ago. Here's a purple cover. I read this story. It was horrible. I'll just kind of run through this bottom deck for you guys. It's kind of like my PS2 collection. I'm not much of a video game player after the PS2 went obsolete, so did my video game career. Holy Bible, gotta have that for a reference. Skeleton Crew, a Stephen King. Another short story collection of his. Monkey with Symbols, I love that image. Carrie, a reprint of the first edition hardcover back. And a Stephen King on writing. And these is a Planet of the Apes VHS collection, all the movies of the original series. Dan Brown's Digital Fortress, Dennis the Menace Riddles. These are words that rhyme together, about 15,000 of them. So if you want to be good at freestyling, you got to get a book like that. Church of Spies. This is a newer book released in 2015, published, I believe. It's about the Catholic Church, the Vatican's involvement with Nazis during World War II. That's kind of interesting, and that was the whole shelf. That was the bottom two levels. And guess what? I have a bookshelf that's even closer to my bed, which I put even my more coveted books. So look forward to that video coming out soon on Mr. Creepshow 9. Thanks for watching.